This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, hope you people have downloaded the file. This is about time value for money. So the time value of money, the idea that money received in the present is more valuable than the same amount sum received in the future because of its potential to be invested and earn interest. So it is one of the founding principles of Western finance. So here now say today the cost of 1 liter of petrol is 100 rupees. So do you think that even after 1 year or 2 years also the cost of petrol will be 100 rupees only? I asked a question. So this here, if the cost of petrol is 100 rupees means, do you think even after 2 years also the cost of petrol will remain the same?
No, ma'am.
So the cost will get increased, isn't it? So why do you think that the cost of the petrol might increase in 2 years? Petrol is same, right? So there is no changes in petrol. So why only the value of amount get increased? So why? Because value of the money what is today, so it increases day to day. Okay, so even though the item remains same, the cost doesn't remain same. So you must be seeing the inflation that is happening in the economic growth. So yesterday whatever we purchased today it is in not available in the same cost, so there is increase in the price. So why these things are happening? So there might be three reasons for the time value of money. One is inflation, then the second one is risk, and liquidity. So which results in the inflation, which is in the increase of the value of money. Okay. So here whatever we tell. So if I am taking a loan from a bank, okay. So I will tell that I will be repaying the amount in 1 year. So do you think that when I am returning back that amount, I am going to return only 1 lakh? Is there any changes that will be applied over there? When I am returning, is the same amount I am going to return them? Guys, why nobody is answering? So I'm asking, I'm going to take a loan from the bank. Okay, 1 lakh rupees loan I am taking. So once after 1 year, when I'm returning back that when I'm paying back the amount to the bank, do you think that only 1 lakh I'm going to pay them back?
No, ma'am. We'll pay along with the interest.
Yes. So we'll be paying them along with the interest. Again, the amount. So whatever I have taken, 1 repaid with certain extra amount, I have to pay it back. Okay. So like this, the value of money keeps on changing. Okay, so in Excel also we come across many different types of financial functions. Okay, so here we will be learning the future value, how to calculate the future value, how to calculate the present value, how to calculate the PMT. PMT is nothing but payment, that is EMI calculation. And let's understand the how to do with the rate of interest and NPER, that is period, number of period. Okay, so this 5 financial functions we will understand, and then we will continue with the debt amortization. Okay, so hopefully everybody has downloaded the file. I wanted everybody to open this sheet TVM. A password for the file is 0058. I wanted everybody to download the file. Guys, yesterday, any doubts in yesterday's class? Yesterday we did with the dashboard and Power Pivot. So the recording was shared in the group. So if there is any doubts or anything, follow the recordings. Still you are having any doubts, you can get it clarified to me with me in the next class. So password is not working?
Ma'am, it's working. It's 0058.
Yeah, 0058 only. If anybody is finding any difficulty in accessing the file, it is 0058 only. Okay, guys, let's start it. So type in 1 if everybody has downloaded the file. Okay. So guys, As usually what I tell, first listen, understand, and then I will give you sufficient time to practice. Okay, so don't try simultaneously or anything, because each and every function will have its own rule and it might vary from each other. Okay, so first question, find the maturity value of an FD invested today of an amount rupees 1 lakh for 5 years at the rate of 10%. So they are telling the maturity value. So today I am making the investment of 1 lakh, means after 5 years how much amount I would receive if the rate of interest is 10%. So they are telling maturity value, so that will be FV, future value. So as I type in FV, you can see Excel will tell you what is this function is all about. So let me open the parenthesis and the arguments. If you see, the first argument is what is the rate. So rate is 10%. N per is nothing but the period. So the next argument, what is the period? So period is 5 years. And then PMT. PMT means it is nothing but payment. So if there is any EMI amount mentioned. So in my question, is there any EMI amount mentioned? No. So no EMI amount have been mentioned, but it is a mandatory argument. You have to satisfy it either by giving 0. Okay, so no EMI amount is mentioned, so I'll give PMT has 0. Present value, so present value means the amount that I am going to make the investment today. So now say you have 1000 rupees. Okay, you are spending 300 rupees, means so that 300 will be taken in minus or plus.
Minus.
Sorry,
Ma'am, can you repeat from PMT? I didn't understand that.
PMT is nothing but the PMT means payment. Okay. So whenever in terms of Excel, payment represents EMI calculation. Okay. EMI means every month in installment will be there, annual installment will be there, quarterly installment will be there. No? That one is called as PMT in terms of Excel. Okay. So now my question is here. I wanted to calculate the maturity value of an FD. FD is nothing but fixed deposit. Okay, so the amount I am investing today is 1 lakh rupees. After 5 years, how much I would be receiving if the rate of interest is 10%? Okay, so this is my question. So maturity value means it is a future value, what I wanted to know. So that is why I have given FV. So it calculates the future value of any fixed investments. So the first argument in this is rate. So rate, as they have mentioned in the question, it is 10%. So here I'll mention 10%. And next argument is N per. N per is nothing but number of period. So period they have mentioned 5 years. So I'll mention 5 years. So PMT means, is there any EMI calculation? As I told, PMT stands for payment, which is mentioned in order to know the EMI, EAI, EQI, like that. Okay. So here they have not mentioned anything has such EMI amount and all. But here, if you see in the syntax, it's a mandatory argument. So I will give it. Okay. So when there is nothing given, I'm going to put 0 and then comma. So next, coming to the next argument, present value. What is today's investment that I am making? So they are telling 1 lakh rupees. So I'm asking you people, say I have 1000 rupees with me. In that I am spending 300 rupees. If I am spending 300 rupees, means that 300 will be taken as plus or minus.
Minus.
1000 rupees. Yes. So why it is minus?
Because we are spending.
Yes. So the money out of 1000 rupees, you are spending 300. So money is going out from your pocket. So 300 will be reduced from that 1000 and you will tell remaining 700 I have, right? So present value. So whatever the amount I have. So consider myself as a business or as an individual person. So you have some amount with you. From that amount, you are going to take out 1 lakh rupees and going to invest in the bank. Okay, for an FD. So that means whatever the actual value you have with you, say you have 10 lakh rupees with you. 10 lakh rupees, you are taking out 1 lakh and investing in the bank for FD. So that means that 1 lakh will be reduced from the 10 lakh. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So here present value means whenever you are making the investment, the value has to be shown in negative, minus 1 lakh. Okay, and here I want the calculation I wanted it to be done, whether for the end of the period or beginning of the period. Beginning of the period means the day one itself I wanted to apply the calculation, or end of the period means I'm talking about the entire tenure, that is for the entire 5 years. So usually it is always preferable to work on the entire tenure. Okay, so end of the period will be represented by 0, beginning of the period will be represented by 1. So I will put end of the period, close the bracket and enter. So today I am making the investment of 1 lakh rupees means after 5 years I will be receiving 1,61,051 rupees.
Ma'am, we're right.
Yes, ma?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
can you specify why you used minus before that amount?
So as I told, any amount you have, okay. So if you are considering yourself as a business or an individual also, say I have some 10 lakh rupees with me, okay. In out of that 10 lakh, I am going to take out 1 lakh rupees and make the investment in the bank. Okay, I am going to invest that 1 lakh for the FD. So now in that 10 lakh, that 1 lakh will be reduced.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
is why we show it has minus from my end. So I am investing the money means money is going out from my pocket. So that will be taken in minus. If
Okay,
you are
ma'am. Thank
receiving the money, so you have 10 lakh, you are receiving 1 lakh means that amount will be added to your actual amount, right? So when you are receiving, it will be plus. When you are giving the money out, so you are spending the money or money is going out from your pocket, it will be taken in minus. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So try this function. So see whether you are getting the same answer.
And can you please tell again why are we taking payment as 0?
So why am I taking means PMT is nothing but payment. Okay. If they are asking in the question, have they mentioned any EMI amount? So here that 1 lakh is getting invested. That 1 lakh is a lump sum amount. Okay. So here I'm not paying anything in EMIs. That is monthly installment or EQI installment or annual installment, nothing. I am paying the amount in lump. I have not mentioned any EMI such in the question. So that is why I'm going to take it 0. So why am I mentioning 0? I could have ignored it means it is a mandatory detail. Okay. So in Excel, there are mandatory arguments. You are not having any value for that. You can put as 0, but still there should be some value and then we have to proceed with the syntax. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Anybody having any doubts? Okay, let's proceed to the next one. Find the investment needed in an FD which will mature at the rate of 2,50,000 after 10 years. Offered by bank is 12%. So they are asking, after 10 years, if I am receiving the amount, maturity amount 2.5 lakh rupees, means today how much amount I need to invest. Okay, so today what amount I'm investing means that is present value. I have to put equals PV. So here you can see Excel will explain, tell you what is this function is all about. And the first argument is rate. So what is the rate offered by bank? So rate is 12%. Then the next argument is N per. N per is nothing but period, number of period. So period is 10 years. Empty. So here they are asking whether there is any EMI amount mentioned. So there is no EMI amount, nothing mentioned, but it is a mandatory argument. So I'll put 0 and I will go to the next argument, that is future value. So future value, they are telling that you are going to receive 2.5 lakh rupees. So I already have 10 lakh rupees with me. If I am receiving 2.5 lakh means that amount will be added to the existing amount. So I will take just like that only. I'm going to take 2,50,000. Okay, if there is nothing means Excel will consider that as a plus. Then so by the calculation. So I wanted to calculate it for the entire tenure. So I will give it as 0 period and close the bracket, enter. So today I have to make the investment 80,493. Clear? Anybody is having any doubts? Oh, this is 12%. Sorry. Thank you, Harini. So 12%. So here it is 12% only. So here is 10 years, 0, 2,00,000. Okay, here I have taken future value. It is present value. Present value. Rate is 12%. Per is 40. PMT is 0. Future value, I am receiving 2,50,000 and I wanted to calculate for end of the period. phenomena. Guys, if there is any doubts, please ask. Guys, clear? Any doubts? Okay, so coming to the next question. Invested of rupees 1000 for 5 years at the rate of 10%, find the future value. So future value, I have to tell FV. So rate offered by bank is 10%. N per number of period is for 5 years. And PMT, there is no PMT amount mentioned, so I'll put 0. Present value. So today I'm making the investment of 1000. So to take the investment amount in minus. So I have to calculate it for the end of the period. So try the third one. Guys, if there is any doubts, you people can ask. It's done. Still anybody is trying this? Third one. Okay, let's go with the fourth one. After 5 years, the investment was 1000. What will be the present value? Rate of interest will when interest will be 10%. So I have to calculate the present, that is PV. So rate by bank is 10%. N per is period, so it is for 5 years. And PMT, they have not mentioned any EMI calculation, so it is 0. Future, so I'll be receiving 1000 rupees. And I wanted it for the end of the period. So today I have to make an investment of rupees 6 in order to get 1000 rupees after 5 years if the rate of interest is 10%. Sorry, first PV 10%. N per is for 5 years, 0. I am receiving 1000. I wanted to calculate it end of the period. Guys, if there is any doubts, please ask. Guys, done? Any doubts? Harini, any doubts? If you did not understand anything, please ask. I will explain. Let's go to done, ma. Okay, so question is find the maturity value of an FD investment done rupees 50,000 for 6 at the rate of 9%. So here in the class, anybody is aware of compounded calculation? Is anybody aware of what is compounded calculation?
Ma'am, so instead of calculating the interest value on the same amount of money invested, it would be calculated in the remaining balance of each year's.
Okay. So anyone aware of what is compounded calculation is? When I'm making an investment for 6 years, okay, so per year 9% they are going to calculate, and overall amount they will be giving us. So let me say I wanted to find the maturity value. Okay, so this is a normal calculation like how we did with the previous one. The same way I'm going to do it. So future rate of interest is 9%. So I have to calculate the future value, where the rate of interest is the first argument. If you see, so the rate of interest is 9%. N per period is for 6 years. PMT, they have not mentioned any EMI amount, so I'm going to give it as 0. Present value, today I'm making the investment of 50,000. So I need to take that 50,000 in minus. And I wanted to calculate it for the end of the period. So when I press enter, so 83,855 rupees I'm getting. Okay, so this is when compounded. So every year I'm going to apply the calculation, whatever the rate of interest I'm getting. So 6 years it will be up, everything put together along with the amount, the interest amount together, they are going to give me. Now compounded semi-annually. Annually means there are 6 years. Okay, so the first year it will be split into 2. So the first year is split into 2 months. So it will be divided as 6 months and 6 months. Okay. So then rate of interest 9 I have given, that also will be divided in. So that is 0.5 for the first 6 months and 4.5 for the next 6 months. Okay. So the year also is split into 2, 6 months and 6 months, and the rate of 9% is also split into 2. 4.5% for the first 6 months and 4.5% for the next 6 months. Okay. So now say I'm 1,000 rupees. I'm just giving one imaginary figure. Okay. So for that 50,000 rupees, 4.5, I'm getting some 1,000 rupees as an interest. So what that interest amount will be done is it will be added to the principal amount. So when it is added to the principal amount, now the amount becomes 51,000. So the next 6 months, what is there is it there. So first 6 months 4.5%, the rate of interest is 1,000, which is added to the principal amount. Now the principal amount is 51. The next 6 will be there, no? It will not be calculated on 50,000, but rather it will be calculated on 1,000. So why? Because the first 6 months rate of interest, whatever it added to the principal amount. So now it is 1,000. So now when I am applying 5% interest, it will be applied on 51,000. Okay. So now say it is 1,100. So 1,100 rupees means the next 6 months, whatever 1,100 rupees is there, it will be again added to the principal amount. So the second year's first 6 there, no? So the second year's first 6 months, it applied on 52,100 rupees. Getting it? Understood? Whatever I explained. Guys, understood what
Yes,
I
ma'am.
explained, or you want? Okay. So like that, each and every year, the first 6 months, the second 6 months, principal interest amount added to the principal amount will be increased. Say now here, how the calculation will be applied for compounded semi-annually. Means first 6 months, second 6 months. So I will tell future value. So rate 9%. So this 9% will be divided by 2. So that means what? Here is split into 2. 9% will be split into 2. So that will be 4.5, 4.5. Okay. So 9% should be divided by 2, and n per 6 years should be multiplied by 2. So 6 years will be multiplied by 2 means 6 twos are. So in a year there are 12 months. Okay. So the calculation follows like that, and then PMT will be 0 and present value will be minus 50, and it will be calculated for the end of the period. So now see here, both are annually only. So the first year, the amount is less when compared to the compounded semi-annually. So when I'm compounding annually, the amount is increasing. Okay. So now if you ask that is this compounded calculation still there, means yes, in the banks it is there on FD for senior most citizens. Okay. So previously it was given for whoever is applied with the fixed deposit, but now they have removed it and they have kept it for limited category of people. So if they are investing in the FD, so they will be calculated with compounded calculation. Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, then from question 1 to 4, we use the similar formula as for the compounded annually. So even were those problems, compounded annually too?
Sorry, where
Ma'am,
it will be used?
no, from questions 1 to 4, we use the same formula as the fifth questions part A. So were they
Yeah.
also the compounded annually questions?
Compounded previously, whatever the two sums we did, it was compounded annually. So 5 years means per year, whatever the rate of interest is given, like that the calculation will be applied. So now compounded annually means, so now when we are applying the calculation, if it is semi-annually, how the calculation will happen? If it is compounded quarterly, compounded monthly, how the calculation will vary and how the amount will get year to year. So I was trying to explain that.
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
And by 2 if it is semi-annually. And N per will be multiplied by 2.
Ma'am, why are we multiplying by 2?
We are multiplying 6 2s are 12, right? So when I here is split into 2, I'm telling months. Okay. So even though I am splitting 2 months, so 12 months. At the end of the day, I should get it as 12. It should be 12 months. Either you are calculating annually, compounding semi-annually, it should be for 12 months. First 6 months will be considered differently and second 6 months will be considered differently. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So next one, compounded. Now tell FV of interest is 9%. It should be divided by 4. And the N per 6 should be multiplied by 4. And the PMT will be 0. And tell you today I'm making the investment at 50,000. I want to calculate it for the end of the period. FV rate is 9%. So N per is for 6 years. PMT is 0 minus 50,000 end of the period.
Ma'am, how in these sums we are getting default rupee symbol and in the upper sums by default dollar symbol came?
Applied the format like that. So now here I wanted to apply the number format. Say here I wanted rupees. Okay. So I'll go to the home tab, go to the currencies. I'll go for more accounting format and I wanted accounting. Here I wanted Indian currency symbol. So as I told, we are not going in depth of Excel. Okay. So now when I calculate, apply the calculation here. So let me say equals FV. So 9% by 4 and 6 multiplied by 4, 0 is FV. 9% divided by 4, 6 multiplied by 4, PMT is 0 minus 50,000. I wanted end of the period. So see, I'll get the currency symbol. So like before we have, when we were framing the question paper, that time itself we have applied the currency format. That's how you are getting it. Okay. So now tell me compounded monthly, how it should be applied with the calculation. Compounded monthly means what I should take there. I wanted any one of, so FV 9% should be 9% should be
divided by 12.
very good. So N per should be, that is 6 should be
Multiplied by 12.
multiplied by 12. So PMT will be 0, present will be 50,000 of the period. See now from annually, quarterly, monthly, The same amount I am making the investment, the duration is same, the rate of interest is same, but the amount is getting varied. So now if it is for compounded daily means, what should I take?
30 or 31.
No, ma. Compounded
65
daily
days.
means 365. In a year, there are 365 days. Sometimes in the leap year, there will be 366. But as per the calculation, everything, they keep it as 365 only. Okay, so 9% should be divided by 365. So 6 should be multiplied by 365. Compounded daily means. So it will be like every day interest calculation will be applied. If anybody is having any doubts, please get it clarified. Done with this, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So compounded daily, I think you people can try this out. So coming to the next one, so interest. I wanted to calculate the rate of interest. That is seventh question. So investment of rupees 100 becomes worth 200 in 20. What is the rate of interest? So let me say rate. So argument is first one is N per. N per is for 20 PMT. So they have not mentioned any EMI calculation. So it will be 0. Present value. Today I am making the investment of 100. Future value. So this 100 is going to become 200. So type will be the P. And enter. So the rate offered by bank is 4%. Okay, guys, answer your attendance in the meantime. Aditya,
Present, ma'am.
Alia,
Present, ma'am.
Ananya,
Present, ma'am.
Angel Maria,
Present, ma'am.
Angel Singh,
Present, ma'am.
Ashaz,
Present, ma'am.
Ashish, Ashish, Ashmit,
Present, ma'am.
Chaitanya,
Present, ma'am.
Claudia, Claudia, Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Harini, Harini
Present,
R.
ma'am.
Shika, Krishika, Humaira,
Present, ma'am. Ma'am, can you do the screen up once? I want to see the formula.
how is it visible?
Not that, ma'am. That compound annually.
Compounded calculation.
Yes, ma'am.
Pradakshna,
Present, ma'am.
Gnanakshi,
Ma'am, for monthly we should divide by 12, no, ma'am?
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Gnanakshi present.
Kirtana,
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Present,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Is there any doubt or something?
No, I just wanted to say Gnanakshi present.
Okay. Kirtana,
Present, ma'am.
Khyati, Kiran,
Present, ma'am.
Lakshmi, 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 Manasa,
Present, ma'am.
this is Manasa, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayuka,
Present, ma'am.
Yunus, Yunus, Namita Agarwal, Namita, Namita K,
Ma'am, Namita K. Present.
Namrata Swapna, Namrata K,
Present, ma'am.
Nisarga,
Present, ma'am.
Pearl,
Present, ma'am.
Pratibha,
Present, ma'am.
Preeta,
Present, ma'am.
Priya,
Present, ma'am.
Purajit, Purajit, Purvika,
Present, ma'am.
Raina,
Present, ma'am.
Rishika, Rishika, Roxanne,
Present, ma'am.
Rupika,
Present, ma'am.
Sanavi,
Present, ma'am.
Harini S,
Present, ma'am.
Jita,
Present, ma'am.
Sakshi, Sakshi, Samyukta,
Present, ma'am.
Shalmali,
Present, ma'am.
Shivani,
Present, ma'am.
Shravya,
Present, ma'am.
Shreya, Shreya Kavadi, Shreya? Shreya Kothari? Shreya Kothari? Sudeshna?
Present, ma'am.
Tirisha?
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Shri? Vanishri?
Present, ma'am.
Varun?
Present, ma'am.
Vedanshi?
Present, ma'am, Vedanshi.
Aida?
Present, ma'am.
Charlene? Charlene? Okay, so the people who are absent, who did not answer the attendance is Ashish.
Ma'am, Charlene present, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, Shreya also present.
Shreya. Shreya.
Ma'am, I have written
Shreya Kavadia or Shreya Kotari?
Kothari.
Okay. They're asking something. Okay, the ones who have not answered the attendance is Ashish, Claudia, Rishati, Yunus, Meeta Agarwal, Namrajit, Rishika, and Sakshi, Shreya Kavadi. Only this many people, they have not answered the attendance.
Ma'am, is the sixth answer 2,2705?
1 second. So let's check it out. So investment of rupees 50,000 done today for 10 years at 14% annual rate compound. So it will be equal. So to find the maturity amount. So it will be future value rate 14%. They are telling compounded daily divided by 365. So then 10 years, 10 multiplied by 365, PMT is 0. So present value, today I'm making the investment of 50,000. I wanted to calculate it for end of the period. So this is what you got the answer, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next one.
Excuse
8th
me,
question.
ma'am.
Yes, ma?
Excuse me, ma'am. Claudia is
Yeah.
present. She is sent her attendance on the chat.
Claudia is present. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Fine. So the 8th question. Claudia is present. Shreya K is present. Kavadi is present. Harini Sundaram is present. Charlene is present. Charlene is present. Shreya Kothari is present. Lakshmi R. Lakshmi R is present. Rishika is present. Harini is present. Rishika. Okay. So one, and we will stop it. Okay. So investment of rupees 100 becomes worth 500. Rate offered by bank is 12%. How many years will it take? So here I have to calculate for N per. So I'll tell equal N per. So rate offered by bank is 12%. So PMT, they have not mentioned any EMI, put 0. Present value. Today I'm making the investment of rupees 100. So future value, this amount 100 rupees is going to become worth 500, and I wanted to calculate it for the end of the period. So N per would be 14 years. Try this out. Guys, if there is any doubts in today's class, whatever we have done, please let me know. Guys, any doubts? Type in 2 if till here whatever I have taught is clear means. Okay, guys, in tomorrow's class, we'll continue from the 9th sum. Okay. So we'll wind up the session for today.